All right, welcome back. This is Game of Soul coming to you once again with Star Citizen Alpha 3.22. Um, I'm continuing the series of uh, with part 7 of Beginner's Guide for New Players in the Verse. And today I'm going to be going over how to locate your dead body to recover your um, lost items if the um, server does not kick you out um, with a 30k glitch, a 30k error. A 30k means the server has froze in basically uh, shut down or glitched, and it will kick you out of the server. Um, Mainly, if if you if you died in the verse in the same server without the game crashing, you should be able to recover your body's your inventory from your dead body by flying back to the location where you died, um, or just going back to the location where you died. And I also will be covering um, first person um, mission. Covering other missions as well as um, familiarizing yourself with the uh, more in, uh, more intense contracts where it requires you to have weapons. So, without further ado, let's get it started, and let's go into let's let's get the music going. All right, and we are on our way to Magda from where we left off at in the last video. And let's just hope I can recover my stuff from my body by simply just going to the last known location. Which I will highly doubt it. If you died and respawned closer to the area where you died, so like if you were on Magda when you died and you respawn back in Hurston at a hospital or at the star at the space station above Hurston, you should be able to recover your stuff from your dead body. But if you are too far away from your dead body, it might despawn your corpse. So it's a bit of a toss-up as to whether or not you can cover your body, your stuff. Right now we are in the dark. So what we want to do, if you want to kind of retrace our steps on how to get back to our body, we do know that it was on Magda, and the seems like this might be telling me no. I do know it was the the cave was in this direction, going, I would say, let's see, we gotta position ourselves in the right trajectory here, but it might be a lost cause because I do not see my dead body corpse location on the heads up display. So it might be a lost cause. I might just move on to the next part of this tutorial in a worst case scenario. Let's see. So I remember pyramid was in front of me when I arrived. Then I turned to the left. What might help us if we are able to actually find that contract again for missing person. Ida Magda. Alright, this might be the same cave, which should help us if it takes us to the same location. Let's find out. Okay, that is a different cave. It is 323 kilometers. Our last one was actually more like 70 kilometers out. So there is a lot of caves on Magda, mind you. So I do remember the cave we were originally traveling to was to the left of Pyramid. So we are going to try to fly in a direction, well, where I feel we will maybe come across that cave. And this takes very, very careful attention to detail. Very, very careful attention to detail on the landscape and how it changes. And how far you think you've flown. Okay, so in that case, if there's a Magda cave there, there's also a Magda cave. Well, we won't find the direction of this Magda cave and to our position on the navigation screen. Oh shit. That is flying a little too close to the ground for me. It's already bad enough I cannot see anything. Alright. So we're gonna increase our altitude a bit there. Keep track of our position. Most of the time our body will actually show up in the location in the navigation mode. If it does not show up, it might be probably considered a lost cause to actually try to locate this cave now. That's just my opinion. It might really be considered a lost cause at this point. And I believe we will probably not be able to recover our stuff on this go around. But amazing enough, I think I am actually traveling in the direction where that cave was. If I get close enough, maybe the um, the dead body point, last point of origin will pop back up on my heads up display if I get closer to that cave. Hopefully I'm in the right direction. It might pop up for me, but if it doesn't, then that means that the game has officially despawned my body. I do remember cave being a little ways out from, quite a little ways out from pyramid. It might actually be more to the right than to the left. Oop. So I'm gonna shift it a little bit to the right and fly in that direction and see what happens. And we will check our heading once again and see if we are getting more close closer to our destination. We are actually getting there, to that point where we were. Doing this in the dark makes it 100 times harder to spot a cave, especially a cave like that, which actually is a hole in the ground instead of something that actually looks like a cave up against a mountain side or something. So it kind of helps to fly a little closer to the ground. Just be careful of your surroundings, that you do not impact the wall, mountain or anything. I didn't remember it being a small clearing of flat ground when I did get to that location. Like I said, this just makes it so much harder to find it. Maybe I have actually located it. This looks very familiar. What is this? No, it's just a patch in the ground. But I do remember it being a little bit of a clearing too. So let's proceed on and see if there is any more like small circles in the ground that looks like it could be a cave or anything else. I do kind of remember being closer to some mountains, so I'm going to kind of like fly towards the mountains and see if my dead body pops back up on the screen. Most likely it might not. Like I said, this is a huge shot in the dark that you are able to actually locate something like this. It is literally almost impossible to see anything right now. Alright, it's gonna take a little too long to find this cave if you don't have the actual mission for it. Okay, now they're saying that my body is 22 million kilometers away from me right now, which is very odd. That means it has definitely been despawned somewhere else. It's despawned and sent somewhere else. So now we are going to officially move on to the next part of the tutorial, which is handling a more dangerous contract in order to make us a bit more credits. So we are going to exit the atmosphere of this planet Magda here. I think we are okay right here. So now I'm going to go back to our contract manager here and look for something a little bit more exciting. We're going to do evict illegal occupants. We could do that, or we could do bounty hunter, which would be a little bit easier. Alright, let's do something a bit more risky. But for 30,000 credits, it might be worth it. So we are going to do first-person combat, a combat mission that requires us to be out of our ship. We are going to abandon this one and only have the illegal occupants tracked. Now that we have that set, we are going to set our destination to the highlighted target point, reach Maker's Point. It is most likely at Hurston, but just to make sure, we would travel over to Hurston to get closer to our destination here. Maker's Point is actually on Hurston, so let's travel over there to it. And I only recommend doing a high-risk mission, combat mission, and once you have gotten the hang of your inventory, your weapons, and how to handle your weapons, and have the right weapon attachments available for you if you were to need those attachments. Of course, this is a good way to start off in first-person combat in the game. For this specific mission, I will guide you through it. So once you finally reach Maker's Point, I will guide you through how to initiate combat. and it's not run and gun. Uh, In the verse, if you want to survive as a beginner player, do not run and gun for any of your missions. It's more of a stealthy approach when it comes to combat. You want to be quick on the draw and efficient with your weapon. Take your time and really recon the location before you decide to initiate combat. Now, right now, I believe we are on our way to actual outpost here. It looks like it's a run down the outpost here. Really nice outpost. I mean, it's a really nice addition to the game. A little rundown, but it's a nice addition. So now, as a little trick here, you can use your ship to destroy, to kill up all the hostiles here. Especially since it is actually 28 hostiles. So my tip for you would be to decrease your ship's altitude to a low level and simply just look for any pirates or enemies and aim at them and proceed to use your left mouse button to engage your ship's weapons and just take them out this way. It is by far the easiest way to beat this specific mission. But be aware though, some of these missions will have pirates following other ships that will try to attack you. So it's good to be prepared with a good ship, or just be prepared to know how to handle your ship in a combat situation. I will probably go over that in another video on how to dogfight as well. Dogfight is basically in the game is ship to ship versus ship combat. So whoa. Alright. Just be careful as you are using your ship to kind of clear out this location. They do have good accuracy, even though they are using smaller weapons. The weapons can technically still destroy your ship, so be wary to try to strafe and shoot as you are clearing out this outpost here. take your time and just pick them off. You want to make sure your lasers are literally aiming at enemy. You can't actually use your crosshairs to get the aim correctly. You literally have to aim your ship at the direction of where they are, and just basically reposition your lasers to their position. It's like if Alright, I believe there are more of them there, so what I'm going to do is just use my lasers to just pick them off. Always take your time. As you can see, there is some more in the distance there, so you want to make sure your lasers are literally aiming right at them. The crosshairs don't really help because the lasers doesn't really go in that direction of your crosshairs unless you are further away, and being further away won't help in locating these enemies here. So out of 32, we have 20 left to go. Now we just strafe around the base until we locate more enemies, standing around not doing anything. Some of them, yeah, of course, will fire at you. Others will still stand around as if like you're not even there. This is basically how you fully utilize your ship in certain combat situations where you, if you don't trust your first-person combat skills, utilize your ship. I see that number keeps going up as well. That is quite interesting. Alright, let me see if I can make the video a little bit smoother for y'all. Okay. Still is a little bit choppy, but you can work with it. Always mind your surroundings while you are strafing around a base here. You don't want to lose a wing or anything while you are strafing. So, in order to strafe, of course, you just use the A key or the S key. I mean A key or D key, of course, to strafe left and right. Take your time, and you can pick these guys off slowly. If you need more of an aim, you can make more of a direct aim at some of these individuals to kind of see them better. You could just actually don't really know who that is. He's just been walking around, not really doing anything. I can't really see some of these pirates, so bear with me here. And once you eventually get to a point where you have completely rid the outposts of all the pirates, you will be rewarded with 30,000 credits. It's a slow process this way, but it is a safer process as well. It'll keep you out of harm's way this way if you're not quite ready for first person combat, that is. Amazing enough, these people are getting right back up. After being shot with a weapon from a spaceship, you would think they would stay down, actually. Okay, I do see some more here. Let's see here. Let's try to move around and see if we can get a better view of some of these. I do see that guy there off to my left. In order to really effectively get these guys, you gotta focus as much fire as you can on them, because they'll get knocked down and get right back up. If your stream of fire is not consistently on them, they will literally get right back up as if like they're not fazed by your fire at all. Like that guy, he is literally getting right back up. Some of these enemies might be glitched as not counting as a kill, even though you know you have literally destroyed them, obliterated them with laser fire. Slow and steady wins the race. And if you feel you need a little bit more firepower added to your lasers here, you can always go down to one of your screens, hold the F key to go to interaction, and just zoom in on one of your screens. Go to menu option, top left corner, and you're going to want to look for power, and then go to items, and then you want to look for something that says overclock. So now your laser should be overclocked, and it should allow you to do more damage. It will also recharge a little faster. Interesting enough, these are tough pirates, so really be patient with this, and you'll eventually be able to clear them all out this way. It just takes a little bit of patience and a lot of steady firepower. Interesting enough, some of these pirates do not go down, no matter how many times you shoot them. Almost like the game knows you are kind of cheating in a way to actually clear out this outpost. Well, let me get into a higher bit of altitude here. Let me see. You can always like aim directly down and use your space bar to kind of move around up above and get a direct, like a face down view of the battlefield. Kind of like spot the enemies a little bit better here, or at least the standard ones here. They are all hiding really well. Don't think there was some. I'm gonna move in a little closer here and see if I can spot any more. Seems like a nice group of them sitting there. Let's see if I can spoil their day here. So they literally do not fall. They really do not die if the stream of bullets is not consistent. In my opinion, the enemies here are a little OP. The size of the weapon I'm using is about the size of a human in the game. So it should not take this much shots to actually destroy these pirates here. They literally get right back up and stay standing. Takes a very long time to put them down permanently. Because they just keep getting right back up. It's worth it for the 30,000 though. That is a nice amount of money. A lot of it's definitely easy money. It stuns me for the fact that they can get right back up after all that laser fire. They literally are built differently. We're gonna get down a little closer to them. See if I can really get some fire on me. Let's see. We are going to rotate ourselves until we spot some more enemies for easy pickings. If it ever gets to that point where you might have to land the ship and use your actual first-person weapons. Has a I don't get how they're still standing. I really don't get it. Additional hostiles detected. Wow. This one really takes a long time to complete. So, if you are not playing with your friends, this is probably the next best way to do it. Except I probably would recommend coming to this mission with a more powerful ship. Obviously, these lasers are not enough to really make an impact on these targets here. They consistently stand back up. Get knocked down, stand back up. Get knocked down, stand back up. I feel like the lasers are more consistent when I'm a little closer to the enemy. And let's keep the music going, shall we? Let's keep the music going. Alright, and let's continue with our mission to become 30,000 credits richer. Alright, we will continue to strafe around this outpost until we spot some more. Oh wow, that is a nice group of pirates, just right for the picking. Yeah, see, they get right back up and keep on trucking. Yep, your lasers are a bit more consistent when you are closer. I think the damage drop-off is extremely huge, even at such a close range. You can always allocate more power to your weapons by going back to your screen down below. back to the menu, go to I think heat. Actually, go to power. Go back to system. No need to worry about these enemies shooting at you because it takes a lot of firepower to really take your ship down. That is another one that's standing around there. Okay, that's another one standing there. And if you eventually do get tired of this tedious process of trying to kill enemies with size 2 weapons, so I think they're size 3s. So now, as I was saying, we will increase our power to our weapons by allocating a little bit of the power from our other systems to that by going down to one of the screens, this one right here. Make sure you empower it, and then you go to systems, and this section is for your weapons, this is for your engines, and this is for your ship systems. So we're going to allocate a little more power to the weapons, just to give it a bit more consistent bite, and allow their weapons to actually recharge a bit faster. The overclock option is there for when you want to add a bit more stopping power to your weapons at a bit of a cost of overheating. It doesn't seem to be effective on this guy. He is still his number's still on the board. It's like half the time, once they do get knocked down, they seem to become impervious to attacks once they get knocked down. Almost like you're gotta consistently chip away at their armor and their health once they get knocked down. Oh, I see somebody there to my left. Let me get in a better position to get this guy. Like, they really won't let you really destroy these guys. It takes a lot of time and patience. So continue to just pound away at the enemies if you like from your ship, or you can lay down a little bit of pain and just land your ship and proceed to use your weapons you have available for your character first person style combat. Mind you, the more enemies you take out while in your ship, the less problem there'll be when you decide you want to go and take the battle for take the battle to them. So unfortunately, this is taking an increasingly longer amount of time than I would like. We might have to eventually switch to first-person combat. Oops. You don't want to run into anything. Like I said, you will definitely knock off a wing or more if you're not careful of your surroundings. Whoops. Let's get this guy just standing there and let's see if we can. Okay. Now we're down to 7. And give me a moment. I will need to check upon some things here in order to make sure that everything is still fine for me to do this. Alright, everything seems to be okay. So this is a very patient process on eliminating outposts from your ship. It's rewarding if you have the patience for it. So you can continue to strafe around the outposts if you like in your ship. It's another one down. Alright, so once you eventually get down to a set amount of hostile targets, you eventually will be welcomed with the remaining amount of enemies in the vicinity via the eliminate target locations that are highlighted on your heads-up display. So once you eventually destroy the rest of these highlighted targets, you'll be able to finish the mission. Might actually be able to just fly down here and use your actual weapons you have available as a player instead of your ship weapons. Mind you, some of them might actually be in buildings, which will make it twice as hard to actually target them from the ship, or 3 times as hard. It'll be easier to probably land your ship and just take the fight to them instead, because these can be some stubborn pirates. They know how to really avoid your fire. So now we got 3 more left side of this building. We can probably take them out with the inside the while staying inside the ship. So in that case, all we need to do is position ourselves close to the building and see if we can actually take them out from our ship. Let's see exactly where they are located at. They seem to all be located standing on this platform here, which might make it fairly easy to, yes, it does work. So you can just proceed to continue to hack away at Last bit of enemies there. One more to go. And there you have it. The more often you do this mission, the easier and quicker you can get it done. Figure out strategies on how to make it easier for you and faster. So there we go, 30,000 credits. But it's a slow way if